Joy kids, this is your best friend, Shemaiah Joy. Now that we've read the book and explored the story, it's time to explain what we've learned and what it means. Like us, Martin Luther King Jr. loved to learn. We know this because in the story, he learned to read before he started school. Good learners like us and young Martin always explain what they learn. What better way to explain than to have fun with our friends? The 5 W's. Where is my magic pen? There you go. While you all grab your explanation worksheet, allow me to introduce you to my friends, the 5 W's. This is who. He knows everyone's name. This is what. She always knows what's trending. This is when. She loves to tell time. And this is where. He's our resident GPS. And finally, this is why. She loves to ask questions. Now that you've met everyone, follow along on the explanation worksheet. Let's start with who. I guess you already know who this book is about, but I'll give you some time, just in case. You got it? I know. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. You should write his name inside the box in the Who section of the worksheet, under the little owl. Now let's check out the what. Try thinking of the top 2 words you would use to tell your best friend what this book was about. After each word, tell us why you think it best explains what the book is about. Remember, the what section is right under the newspaper. Are you almost done? Well, while you wrap up your answer, I'm going to share my answer with you. My first top word for what this book is about is civil rights. Dr. King fought for civil rights because he used peaceful protest to change laws and rights for all Americans. The laws that protect our freedom are called civil rights. My second top word that explains what this book is about is peace. Peace is the opposite of violence. Dr. King changed unfair laws using peaceful protest. Maybe you used the same words in your what section, but maybe you had different ideas. That's cool too. Now let's take a swing at when. When did most of this story take place? Think about it. Got it? Here's a clue. It starts with the word civil. You see, most of Dr. Martin Luther King's life took place during the civil rights movement. This is a really important word, so you should definitely write it down in the when section. It's the section with the stopwatch. The civil rights movement was during the 1960s. It's the time in our history when people marched for equal rights. Because so many people around America were involved, we call it a movement. Get it? Civil rights movement. We're doing an awesome job. I think it's time we take a shot at where. Where do the events of Dr. Martin Luther King's life take place? Let's play a game. I'm going to pick 3 events from Dr. King's life. Then I'm going to give you 3 places. You have to match the correct event with the correct place. The first event is when Dr. King was born. The second event is when he helped Rosa Parks. The third event is when he delivered his I Have a Dream speech. Here are the 3 places that you have to choose from. Washington, D.C., Atlanta, Georgia, or Montgomery, Alabama. Inside the Where section, under the globe, draw lines, connecting the right event to the correct place. Good job, people. Dr. King was born in Atlanta, Georgia. He helped Rosa Parks in Montgomery, Alabama. And he delivered his I Have a Dream speech in Washington, D.C. High five! You all are awesome. So why not move on to the Why section? It's the section under the brain. In the Why section, you have to give your opinion. What I mean is, describe why you think the story of Dr. Martin Luther King is important. Don't forget to give details from the book to help you explain why the story of Dr. King matters. Let me give you some time to think and write your why section. Is that enough time? I'd like to share my why with you. I think the story of Dr. Martin Luther King is important because it teaches people how to solve problems without fighting. Like in the story, when Martin Luther King Jr. used peace to change the bus law, even though his house had been bombed. It's really cool how the 5 W's can help us explain what we learned and what it means. Great job on Martin's explanation worksheet. Now that we've explained, our next step is to extend and to make real-life connections. I'm excited. This is your best friend, Shemaiah Joy from Lit Kids. Let's keep turning the pages of our favorite books so we can change the world.
You are now surrounded by literature. Come out. Put your hands up. Put your hands up. Put your hands up. Put your hands up.